In the Northeast, a bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the New England Patriots.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Buying time to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, this defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jones into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
No return here for QT, so this will come out to the 25.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 2nd down, it's Harris, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Jones. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now a give, running left is Harris. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. John Franklin Myers showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. After the sack on first down, Jones. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Gay's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
From the 31, Wilson swings this out for Hunt. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming out for this game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a second one, that's on you. And if there's a third one, I'm getting someone else in the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Hunt on the draw play. And fights through one man. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A give running left is Ware.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
They go play action with Wilson. Rolling to his right. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Hunt. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Again, it's Hunt, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
No return here for QT, so this will come out to the 25.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to have the hook up to QT.
And he will have a Patriots first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. I'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, really not much secret there, 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there. Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Play action. Now Wilson. Steps away. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Darren Waller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
No return here for QT, so this will come out to the 25.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for a sack. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, the connection here with Nelson Aguilar. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the interception, here's Wilson. On the move to his left. And he's got Dorsett complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Darren Waller, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Jets are able to add on to their first half lead. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
No return here for QT, so this will come out to the 25.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They go play action here on first down. Going up top. He's got a man complete. And he gets this all the way inside the Jets' 20 into the red zone. A big play there just before halftime. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Kiki QT as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Play action. It's Wilson. Airing it out deep for Smith. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 30.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway.
Kiki QT now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Pats at the line ready to go.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now they try the right side here. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Dorsett's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he completes it to Hunt. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Again, Wilson. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves. Now Wilson on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he? But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. They'll try again. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized. They will run with Ware. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home. Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. No return here for QT, so this will come out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked. They need any spark at this point. And he's going to have a Patriots 1st down as the tackle made at about the 38.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, Jones. For the Jets pressure, too much, as down he goes. They'll end up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Here's Jones throwing up pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Full of run show, Fatukasi.
Able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Well, sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
No return here for QT, so this will come out to the 25.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Back now here on EA Sports. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Jones now on 3rd and 2. Open man is QT, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Aguilar.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And that one drops down. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. Touchdown, Patriots.
Ramondre Stevenson.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Patriots get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to 24. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
And not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
On first down, Wilson. And he'll look downfield for Waller. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. No return here for QT, so this will come out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Jones. Throw left side complete to QT. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing, Jones. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. Yeah, he will have the first down, but hold everything. A flag is down. This one might not stand. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 29. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay in the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
No return here for QT, so this will come out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. It's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. A good gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
New England on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
You have to figure with this offense on 2nd and inches, they're in ideal shape, but then they end up getting an incompletion, a run stuffed on 3rd and inches, and you look around and say, how did it become 4th down?
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Got an open man, it's QT. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now Jones on 1st down.
He'll dump this down to Stevenson.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Throw left side complete. That's Stevenson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. Looking here for Smith downfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Wilson wants to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Pats are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, they're setting themselves